Damn, you have a lot of beer. Oh, wow. This is interesting. Beer so far, 0. Cans left, remaining beer, 100%. Okay. You got... Okay. You have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one's more of a Pilsner. In English, please. You own a bar. How is that in English, please, as an option? This one's lighter in colour and lighter in flavour. I don't know, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid used at the bar again? Nutriogenic Dichometrical Lidigenol, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? There's an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the Maiden Kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. The BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is. Near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. Okay, so I've got 12 beers, right? And I've just gone through my first beer. How quickly do I need to pace myself? I see. And I just realized something. Well, you're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. There's my alcohol collection if you ever feel like getting anything else. Those bottles over there? I can't afford a fancy fridge or whatever for them, so I have to put them in plain sight. I'm guessing if some authority on alcohol came in here, he'd stab me for crimes against beverages or something. Anyway, many of them are still drinkable. I can get you some of the absinthe I brought to the bar if you want. I'm not an Oscar Wilde kind of person, sadly. I'm more of a Theodore Roosevelt guy. Also, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match whenever Dana drinks with me drinking, but that could end up pretty badly for us. I have a teddy bear in my closet, but I don't think you can drink it. Nah, that's what... Wait, you do? I'm not ashamed of Dr. Fluff, but it just so happens that I have a cat. I don't know why the bear's filling spilled all over the place. Oh. Anyway, beer's fine, don't worry. If you say so. Where did that collection come from anyways? Calling it a collection is too generous, I think. I got it from my grandpa. He made a will where the only thing stipulated was that I got them. Oh, that's sweet. I've already downed some of it over the years though. Half of them have coloured water instead of alcohol. I guess you need to be an expert or something to notice the difference. Yeah, I make sure the water's the right colour though. Bottom line, if you want to taste anything from it, let me know. You're too kind. On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. Even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? My own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy and something you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Oh. Glad you know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy? Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey, Jill. Where did you get that black 4-ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved here, I think. Ah, I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran and I figured the cat's mum would be nearby. So I left. Then I noticed people looking my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so we ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mess that's sleeping on the table. Oh. Oh, he's the cat speaking. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know. Oh ho. Shit, I actually did it in front of someone else. Oh, she's... Jill's doing the voice 4-4. Anyway. Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I won't worry about Gil so much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does. I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him, but I decided to take him at face value. I judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was going to say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to say you so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no injections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and... You know. Jill, you sure you weren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... Yeah, she's drunk. Those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That she is as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lillian can be weird. You think? Lillian operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share out of fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Let them get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lillian's a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lillian doesn't convey the image of automaton. Water Demon says, I just tried to rewind the stream. I think you can do that, though. I don't think you should feel dumb about that. You can rewind the stream on YouTube, definitely. I know that much. But I did think that you could rewind the stream on Twitch as well. I suppose it depends on how much like lag and delay there is when streaming. I don't know. I guess Twitch don't consider that a priority on their back end. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they're all coming from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne. You almost told me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I did everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They're really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. Oh, hello. I'm getting red in the face, so I am drunk. Huh. But that only happened after I went from 6 to 7, I think. Alright. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that our enemies are literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that's the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. But that's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age. I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the song show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I found the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. The less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men? 2D? 2D? Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now... I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. When I stopped caring about them being stable, I realized that they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not becoming stable. There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, but the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know? Not you two. I kind of envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. You okay? I'm fine. It's just... It all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position, was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why I can't get my mind off the whole thing. It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize? Maybe I should. Maybe that'll make me rest easy at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Hey Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking about what kind of clothes you're putting for 4. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in that circle too, so any insults you hear will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. He's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too. I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called Nirvana! So this is the name of the sequel to this game that is supposed to come out this year, I think? Because Valhalla came out in 2016. And obviously... So this year's been a bit up in the air in terms of game releases. I don't know if anyone's actually seen, but The Last of Us Part 2 got delayed from the 29th of May. But it seems to have been announced for the 19th of June now? Which is a bit odd, because it's like, what, a 1 month delay? And it's not even like a full month either. Some people would have thought that, oh, they're trying to delay it to make sure that their retail outlets have enough stock for the game and so on, right? But 1 month is like, there's barely any difference there, and chances are the pandemic situation won't have changed by then. But I also think Nirvana was slated for a 2020 release, but no specific date on when that was. So this is going to be interesting. If you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted the place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. That bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. Ooh, that's some innuendo. The Last of Us Part 2's release date in June is due to spoilers. Really? I had heard that it had been leaked online, but that would be the first example of a game being delayed and then being pushed for release because of spoilers. And also, it's being pushed for release on the 19th of June, but the spoilers are out now. Like, if anything, you want to go back to the original release date of, like, the 29th of May. To be fair, though, I do think that Sony were a bit concerned that they were going to be going up against the behemoth that is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you're in the what? I've done lots of things, Joe. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was a pleasure rather than people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always four, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too. A cat is fine too, you know. Hey boss, what do you do when the bar closes? I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with the things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while? See. Oh, but don't worry. Bureaucracy is slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. interesting music here. Oh, did Reaper... That's chapter 1? My god. How many chapters are there? Okay. Sorry, I must have missed Reaper leaving, but bye Reaper. Thanks for joining the stream. We'll see you again soon. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Jill is curious about a Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from being too distracted. Have a nice day. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Okay. So. Boss left the hoodie anyway. Alright, well, let's go and buy that Daruma. Because we should. Crack Daruma. Japanese souvenirs for seeing better days. Still has a vintage charm to it. Jill bought what she wanted. She's pleased with herself. She'll surely focus at work. And let's check our phone. Alright, so. What we got? Danger You! Dangerous opinions. So Apollo Bank has been attacked. Thread 2. Media's still awfully quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to that one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of it. Fucking shame. All we'll get is clickbait from now on. Oh. Kim lost her job. Damn. Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside the building, or at least 3 people already dead. How? Is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider Unknown, you gotta give us more. Do my best here. Thanks, Base Unknown. So that's 2. This is 3. Explosion registered! And media's still quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs, not just one? That's right. Do you have any clue on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one, looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned, and it looks like not a group, but just one person who set up all this. That's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved. How? A hacker is helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Someone doing stupid shit on the internet is actually used. So is Alice Rabbit Alma? So thread 4. Can confirm the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's actually pretty unsettling. The file is available from approximately 60,000 sources, terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knight operations. Seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers inside the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whack. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time though. Godspeed now. Okay, so that's that. Kira Mickey's not done anything on her blog. The Nano Camo app, I don't think I can change around because it'll cost too much money. Yeah. Imagine if I had tried to save up for some of these like wallpaper coverings and be like, oh, $8,000. Ooh, hello. Danger U's admin has been arrested, again, by Lana Smithy. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin known as Furfur for a second time. We have no details to give other than he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation, Cybercrime Unit's Lisette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, not this shit again. Nano Camo is making smart underwear. If underwear you can change with a voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties. Just change its color to black and you will barely notice. Oh, that's gross. That won't change the smell though, they're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. I'm already using them. Super comfy, you ask me. And GSF, January 4th card announced, 66 American Kid and Giant USK headlining. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual GSF Dome event, but it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Arons, full card below. So 66 American Kid versus Giant Yusuke, which is the championship. Red Comet Jr. versus Nagisa, which is women's championship. Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell versus Arons, which is the junior championship. Jack Bomb and Blaze versus Huli and Karakolta, tag team. And Osuna versus Siegfried. My boss made me curious. And then let's see what Jill says about the Danger U stuff. Deep shit happened there. We read the file. Nah. A lot happened while I was gone. Alright. So, let's save. We're on day 7. And we can go to work.